What up, what up? What's going on, guys? Your boy GS. We are picking up where we left off a couple videos ago. We are 2 games away from not only clutching ourselves a first round bye, but actually getting into the playoffs and hopefully making another Super Bowl run. So hopefully we can go ahead and accomplish that, because I mean, who don't like to win extra coins, right? So hopefully we can go on ahead, start strong, and just hope for a mistake or two defensively. If you guys would like to know my lineup at this point, just check out a couple days ago I uploaded a video where I went through the roster, and my defense is definitely stacked. So I'm just hoping to play well offensively and just allow my defense to run amok. I really feel like eventually they will make something go their way. As LT destroyed Jamal Charles right here. Go to a makeshift screen, and we end up going to Jamal Charles right there for a couple yards. 3rd and 2, we decide to run Breeze on a read option. When you got a slow quarterback, they typically don't expect it. So I just try to, sneak it in there every now and then just to put in their mind, maybe they'll try and pay attention for it next time I come on that formation. Anything to give myself an advantage. You know what I mean? If he over prepares for that at least one time, then job well done. So on our part, I should say. So 1st and 10 right here. Notice that I have the ball for a while. I'm not intentionally clocking. I'm just not getting that many yards with my plays. I'm getting 4 yards, 6 yards. So I've been able to, like I said, unintentionally waste a lot of time. With it being only 4-minute quarters, man, you can almost kill an entire half. Once 2-minute warning went by, then I started the clock. Okay, it will be dumb of me to try and score quickly, give him ball back where he can get back-to-back possible scoring possessions, because he does get ball at halftime. And that right there is a situation I don't want to put myself in. So I did almost waste the entire first half. First time I've ever done that, and again, definitely unintentional. It's just that I was getting, like I said, 5 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards, and, little by little driving all the way downfield and not necessarily getting one huge gain, being able to, put me in scoring position, only after a play or two. So that right there was definitely a new experience for me. I've never really been able to hold on to the ball for an entire half, by myself. So that was different. I didn't even realize that, so I realized it was 2-minute warning, and then it was okay, now we're in scoring range. Let's try and kill as much time if possible if he lets us. And he did. Right there, drop pass, 4th and 15, and he's like, you know what, YOLO, if I don't get it, I'm quitting. And we end up getting a sack right there, and he ends up quitting. So now we're going to go on ahead into the next game. This right here is a big game for at minimum 3,500. Just how last game ended, a lot of people quit often. I'd say 98% of people on MUT will just quit, not even try and play. So I like coins, you know what I mean? Who doesn't when you play MUT, right? You try to get as much coins as possible. So to me, this right here is definitely a big game. This right here is the 3,500 coin game to me, you know what I mean? So even if he quits, I still get a whole lot of coins. So right here we go to the makeshift, go to Jamal Charles, try to get myself sneak away around the edge, but that right there is unsuccessful. I believe am I running Kansas City at this point? I'm pretty sure I am. Almost positive. Right here we come on empty Chief and hits him right over the middle. We hit him with Momo Moss right over the middle. So trying to run the ball with Jamal Charles, who's definitely dominant. As you guys know, I talk about this 99 Drew Brees. He is fantastic, man. He throws the ball better than any QB I've used. Now, I haven't used Golden Ticket Cam or Ultimate Legend Elway, as I throw a horrible pass right there. Not a horrible pass, because Drew Brees only puts it where you want it. A horrible read by me, I should say. Drew Brees is phenomenal, but I do suggest having a mobile quarterback on deck. Even if it's somebody cheap, even if it's a cheap Walter Payton QB, because you will go up against Fagdy, and it's very, very frustrating, when you have a Drew Brees who's only got 69 speed, who's limited inside the pocket. Once you start throwing these lasers, and it's a known passing situation, people don't have no shame in throwing 15 guys in coverage trying to stop 5 wide receivers. So we give up a touchdown defensively, you know, after throwing that pick on our previous possession, and it's not looking good. You know what I mean? We need to score here. You know, he gets the ball back at halftime, so you know that right there we got to be careful. Try to read option, and that right there gets shut down by Ryan. So 2nd down and 15. We stand back. We just do a quick dump off to Falk, hoping to get some, you know, good yards, make it a manageable 3rd down situation, which he definitely did. So 3rd down and 8 right here, man. We try to hit him with the skinny, but Momo drops it. So 3rd and 8, man. Of course, YOLO, all out. Fag D only rushed 1. People, I don't know, man. They can't win with playing regular defense, man. I swear. Take away Fag D and you put yourself somebody in the fair play lobby, man. 75% of the people that win a good amount wouldn't even survive, man. You know what? It's not like people are like, why you complain about Fag D so much? It's like, because I struggle against it. You know what I mean? I feel like you should be able to find other ways of actually running a defense and being able to win. You know, of course, you don't like what you struggle against. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, playing Street Fighter 2 and you struggle against a Ken, you know, Fireball, Hadouken, or whatever the proper term is. As Sean Taylor comes through with the pick, you know what I mean? Of course, you're going to get frustrated. You're not going to like something that you have trouble beating, you know what I mean? And Fag D definitely always gets the better of me 9 times out of 10. So when I see it you know, frustrates me. And anyways, we're talking too long about it. Yeah, he plays Fag D. You know, we got to beat it, right? So 7 and 7 right here. We are in scoring range. Tried to pick up the touchdown right here. No timeouts left. Tried to really quickly go towards the back of the end zone, but it is dropped right there. I feel like I had enough time for one more opportunity, so we go towards the back of the end zone again, and we don't get it. So it's like, you know what? Play safe, kick our field goal. Let's go on ahead and go into the half up 3. And, you know, we are on defense, but, you know, like I said, we are up 3. So, one more stop and a score. Just going up 2 possessions can definitely be huge, especially in MUT where the quarters are limited. So I definitely want to try and get a stop here. And, you know, having a phenomenal defense is so amazing. You know what I mean? Not phenomenal defense. Like, I know what I'm doing on defense. I'm talking about phenomenal defensive players. You know, at the time, I had some of the best. You know, Joe Hayden, J.J. Watt, you know, Brian Dawkins. And, you know, at these times, these guys weren't that, you know, I want to say old, but I don't know what's the term to say it. But they weren't that. They were released, you know, not too long ago from the point where I actually got them. So, had some of the best on the field, and it makes defense so much easier. It really does. That's why a lot of people can do well in MUT. You know, you can get a stacked team like how I got, you know, defensively, and it makes you look like a defensive genius sometimes. I'll call a horrible defensive play like always, and Sean Taylor or Brian Dawkins or Paulo Malo or one of those 99s will come up big with a huge play and make something incredible happen for you. 4th and 2 right here. Just go for the first down. And unbelievable that Tony Gonzalez held on to that. He got absolutely murdered. Look at him, man. We are taking just devastating hits. Tony Gonzalez, holographic Gonzalez, has that like 99 catch in traffic, I believe. So he doesn't drop too many passes. Definitely an amazing tight end. I would say second best tight end I've played with. First one, I would say by far, Madden 25, Gronkowski. The guy is not only a receiving monster, but he's the best blocking tight end I've used. Right here, I had a quick thought. You know, I wasn't expecting to score there, but once I seen I had empty lane towards the touchdown, it's like, okay, you got to make a quick decision. It's either get down, try and kill some clock, or score, go up 2 possessions, and, you know, hope he doesn't score, get an onside, something like that. I was like, you know, let me go up 2 possessions and try to take it from there. Right there is one of the most frustrating things about this game is when on a lob streak, your cornerback is ahead of the receiver and they don't make a play. They don't turn around. They don't do anything. And that right there was that exact same situation, and that sucks. 3rd and 14, he goes for a play. He goes over the middle, and another interception, this time by Patrick Peterson. He ends up quitting after that. So that's the end of the game, guys. Tomorrow, I should be uploading a playoff game, and we actually go up against somebody in the playoffs who is a Madden tournament goer, and it turns out to be one hell of a game. You don't want to miss that. It's your boy Jess. I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby. Clean season, baby. Yeah.